Errol Spence versus Showtime Sean Porter for the welterweight unification. We're going to start this one off with the co-main event here for the WBC Super Middleweight Championship. We have the champion Anthony Jarrell versus the former champion David Benavidez. Now, David Benavidez is a big favorite here. He's about a 7 to 8 to 1 favorite on the sports books. I have a hard time seeing Anthony Jarrell come out victorious here. I'm gonna go with Benavidez by sixth or seventh round stoppage. I'm gonna say Benavidez by sixth round stoppage here. I just think that he's the harder puncher. I think he's the quicker guy. I think he's the more fluid combination puncher. I think he's the more active guy. I think he's the guy that applies more pressure. Where we've seen Jarrell kind of get in the phone booth with the guys, but for the most part, he does like to counter punch a lot. He likes to lay back sometimes and try to suck guys in and counter punch. But he can, get in guys' chests. He can battle it out on the inside when he has to. But I just think he's a little bit too long in the tooth for the young lion, David Benavidez. I think David Benavidez, in my opinion, is the best super middleweight in the world. With all due respect to Callum Smith, I just think that, with his athleticism, that vicious body punching that he has, the ability to fight very well on the outside as well on the inside, just his pressure, his activity, and he's pretty solid defensively as well. Whereas Durrell, I think, gets hit a little bit too much, even though he is a good counter puncher. A lot of times, while he's laying back, guys can pot shot him from the outside. So let's just see how this plays out. I think it's going to be a one-sided fight with all due respect to Anthony Jarrell, but maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised and this could be a more competitive fight than I'm anticipating and that a lot of other people are anticipating. So we'll see what happens here. Igloo says he's got Benavidez by mid-round stoppage as well. Hey, what's going on, Igloo, too? How you doing, brother? Nice to see you. Nice to see you as we're waiting for both guys to be announced here by Jimmy Lennon Jr. I'm looking forward to this fight. I mean, this has been a great card so far. The previous two fights were very exciting. Barrios I thought it was a close fight. Probably could have gone either way, but I thought Barrios edged it. But let's see how this fight plays out. I don't think this fight's going to be as close as the previous one was. So let's see if I'm wrong. As we wait for Jimmy Lennon Jr. to introduce both fighters. I'll tell you, boy, I can't wait for this main event tonight. Errol Spence versus Showtime Sean Porter. Errol Spence is a big favorite in that fight too. But a lot of people, there's a good amount of people that think Porter has a shot here. I don't see it, but the big question here is, can Spence get the KO in the main event? I think he can. That's the bet that I recommended. I bet Spence with the stoppage proposition. That's the play that I recommended on my video this afternoon with the beating the odds of Beeb segment. So let's see if I'm right in that one. Hey, what's going on, Martin? How you doing, brother? Cheers to you too as well. As David Benavidez just got announced here. I learned something the other day about David Benavidez. I guess he was like 260 pounds at one point in his life. He was a heavy person. He was a heavy kid growing up. They show pictures of him and everything. Imagine losing like close to 100 pounds or like 80, 85, 90 pounds. That's amazing. Being able to do that. You really can't tell. I mean, obviously he's not shredded to the bone, but he doesn't have any loose skin or anything either. So Grievous, you thought Akhmedov won that fight? Could have gone either way. I thought it was close. Okay, both guys are in the center of the ring here. And as always, we're going to score this fight live, round by round. And you guys chime in with your scorecards as well in the chat if you would be so kind, if you want to. we're going to be the judges tonight for this fight. We're going to be the unofficial judges for these fights tonight, as we are always. All right, both guys are pretty similar in height, and but Benavidez has a huge reach advantage here, 77 inches to 74 and a half for Durrell. So Benavidez definitely has the long arms. Let's see if he can use that reach to his advantage. Let's see if he'll be able to get off first, which I anticipate he will. And let's see if he controls the range here. But we all know that eventually this fight is going to end up on the inside. That's what Benavidez likes to do. He likes to walk guys down. And both guys are kind of posturing here, flicking out the jab. So far, it looks like a fail-out round. Durrell just throws a nice jab to the body. So both guys are fighting on the perimeter here. No one's really stepping in hard with anything yet. But Benavidez's jab, you can tell, looks a lot sharper than Durrell's. Durrell's is definitely the slower fighter here. And Durrell, like I said, he's kind of laying back. He just launched a right hand, but he's kind of laying back, trying to suck Benavidez in here. So he's already trying to play the counter punch roll right from the jump here. Let's see if this plays out and it works out for him here. But Benavidez is pushing him back. He's throwing the jab out there, so he looks like he's controlling the fight so far in terms of the distance. He's got Durrell backing up, and he's kind of touching him a little bit with the jab here. Nothing too groundbreaking and earth-shattering, but he's touching Durrell. He's controlling the pace of this fight so far. He's controlling the range. He's controlling the distance. He's controlling the geography in this fight because he's pushing Durrell back. Let's see if he decides to, as the fight goes on, decides to really step to Durrell and apply the pressure that he's known for. Durrell's trying to throw some leather here, but he's coming up short. He seems to be coming up short. Benavidez is definitely using his reach advantage here. Nice little jab to the body by Durrell, though. So Durrell's trying to open him up a little bit here. But Benavidez continues to make Durrell back up. Seems to be imposing his size a little bit here, his reach advantage here. Benavidez looks bigger than Durrell to me. I mean, Durrell is listed as a half-inch taller, but Benavidez looks like he's about an inch and a half, 2 inches taller than Durrell right now. Oh, Durrell just lands a good body shot and a pretty decent right hand, but Benavidez kind of took it well. And Durrell keeps jabbing to that body. I think he sees something there. You know, he's trying to open up that right hand to the head. So Durrell's backing up here, but he's starting to land some punches. But he continues to back up. Benavidez just lands a little grazing left hook there. Let's see how Durrell reacts to the first big punch that Benavidez lands. See if he can take it. As many people haven't been able to take Benavidez's power shots. I'm going to give that one to Benavidez. I thought that he kind of controlled that round a little bit. He was backing up Durrell. Durrell did do some decent work with the jab to the body, but he looked to be retreating a lot in that round. He didn't look to be throwing as many punches as Benavidez. I don't think he was as active with the jab. I thought Benavidez controlled that round with the jab and kept Durrell occupied there. And Durrell tried to be the counterpuncher, but I don't think he was exceptionally successful in doing so. So I'm going to give that first round to Benavidez. Thank you, Igloo. Appreciate that. I muted my Fox commentary. Going to follow the Beeb commentary. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate that. Thank you, X Forex82 as well. Joe Romo says he's got his scorecard. I got you, bro. How'd you score that first round, Mr. Ramos? I gave it to Benavidez, but it was kind of a failing out round. I could see maybe some people giving it to Durrell if they wanted to. It was a close round. Could have gone either way, but I thought Benavidez edged it. Terrell's kind of coming up now with the jab here. Landed a nice right hand to the body. So Terrell seems be a little active here. A little right hand left hook. Didn't land flush, but it kind of grazed Benavidez a little bit, partially blocked. So Terrell's coming out here with a little bit of fire, but he's still backing up. Benavidez still seems to be pushing him back here. But Benavidez really hasn't landed anything of significance yet, but he is active with that jab, and he's controlling the pace of this fight and the distance of this fight by being able to put Dirrell on his heels with that jab. I don't know if Dirrell's setting traps here or not, but so far nothing significant has landed by either fighter. Little right hand body punch by Benavidez. Dirrell's throwing that right hand, but Benavidez is blocking it very well. Benavidez just kind of landed a short left hook there. Now Dirrell is talking to Benavidez. Oh, now Dirrell is holding on as Benavidez got close. So I don't think he wants to mess with Benavidez on the inside, it seems. Benavidez is walking Dirrell down. He's walking him back. He's pushing him close to the ropes here. And I don't think that's where Dirrell wants to be. Oh, a nice little sharp right hand by Dirrell. Nice little right hand. Benavidez continues to walk him backward, though. Continues to push him back. Dirrell lands another little touch jab to the body. None of these jabs are not really hard, but they're making contact. Oh, Benavidez with a nice left hook there. He's starting to get closer now. He's starting to close the gap a little bit. Now he's starting to take this fight to the inside. He's jabbing his way in very well, and he's trying to work his way inside and start to rip to the body of Dirrell. I can see the game plan. Oh, a nice right hand by Dirrell. But Benavidez ate it like a candy bar. Nice jab by Benavidez. Dirrell continues to move backward. He's moving a lot in this fight. I wonder if he's... Oh, Benavidez working on the inside. Right hand, left hook. Beautiful. Followed up by another left hook. And Dirrell reaches in with a right hand. He was short with that punch. You see, he tried to get it back. Caught some shots. He tried to get it right back, but he couldn't. I'm going to give that round to Benavidez as well. And he's starting to close the gap here. He's starting to get closer. And it seems as though he's trying to impose his pressure and just impose his will on Anthony Dirrell right now. So we'll see what happens here. We'll see if Dirrell continue to move backward and try to circle. We'll see if these older legs from Dirrell will be able to hold up as this fight wears on, because we know Benavidez doesn't get tired. This guy is very, very active. He's in great shape. So he's doing well. He's doing well. Okay. Let's see if Benavidez turns up the heat here now. Let's see if he decides to step into the kitchen with Dirrell and tries to just outwork him on the inside, because a lot of times that's what Benavidez ultimately ends up doing. He'll start the fight from the outside, and once he softens his opponent up, then he tries to step to him and really starts to try to take him apart on the inside. Dirrell continues to throw that jab to the body. Again, it's not a really punishing type punch, but it's still landing. Still landing. Another nice jab by Dirrell. So Dirrell's jab is not bad tonight, but it's just not as consistent as Benavidez's. He's not throwing it enough. Benavidez is throwing it more. He's doubling it up. And his seems to be a little bit more snappier and, as I said, harder. But Benavidez has Dirrell up against the ropes, and Dirrell just keeps circling backward. Goes stepping back, and he's circling. Oh, tried to throw a haymaker of a right hand, but missed by a mile there. Benavidez countered him with his own right hand to the chest. So this is like the calm before the storm because we're just sitting here waiting for a big punch to land here by Benavidez or Durrell. Both guys seem to be very poised here. They seem to be trying to open each other up. But again, Durrell is the guy backing up, and Benavidez continues to pop that jab in his face. Nice little short left hook. Durrell just puts his hands by his sides like, what did you do to me? That was nothing. But again, they landed. Those shots landed by Benavidez. So, they must have got Durrell's attention for him to have that reaction. And a beautiful left hook to the body by Benavidez, followed up by a right hand to the body. And Durrell tries to answer with his own right hand left hook combination, but Benavidez is catching the punches on the gloves. Durrell continues to talk to Benavidez, and Benavidez is talking back to him, saying, come on, what do you got? What do you got for me? But Durrell is back up on the ropes, and he just threw a nice right hand, but missed by a mile. Oh, and Benavidez, nice short right hand. So Benavidez is starting to make contact here. He's starting to put these short shots together up close on the inside. That can't be good for Durrell as this fight wears on. Now Durrell is trying to step forward. Now Benavidez is up against the ropes. This is very interesting. Let's see how this plays out. Benavidez is throws an uppercut, nice little short right hand on the inside. Benavidez is sticking his forearm. He's starting to get rough with Durrell, mauling him a little bit now with the forearm and the elbow up close. Now Durrell starts to back up again after he realized that he couldn't outmuscle Benavidez on the inside. I guess he wanted to just test his strength a little bit. That's another round for Benavidez. I got Benavidez up 3 rounds to zip here. Thank you, Mr. Grievous. I appreciate that. Both guys are talking to each other here. They're both. This is not only a physical battle. This is like a psychological warfare going on in here. Both guys are trying to prove that the other guy is the better dude, man. This is like a battle of machismo here by these two guys. This is interesting. And I will say that Durrell is holding up a lot better than I thought he would. I mean, he's hanging in there. He's hanging in there. A lot of athletes in the crowd, man. Got Michael Vick, got Jerry West, got James Brown. Someone was telling me that there was a lot of tickets left for this fight, but it looks like a pretty solid crowd to me. I don't know. All right. Benavidez is coming out here, still trying to push Durrell back, and he seems like he's doing it. Durrell continues to edge backward here, continues to slide back. I wonder how the judges are scoring this fight, because Benavidez definitely looks like the guy who's trying to make the fight. He definitely looks like the aggressor here, and I'm sure that the 3 judges are going to reward him for that, because I'm rewarding him for it. Benavidez is real active with the jab here. Continues to throw. Guilty Simpson has Durrell up 2-1. I have it 3-zip for Benavidez. So we're definitely disagreeing. Oh, 3 nice jabs. Oh, Benavidez is really starting to flick that jab in Durrell's face, snapping his head back here. Durrell's trying to answer back with a right hand, but he can't reach him. So Benavidez is really starting to find a home for that jab. He's really starting to find that range. And Durrell seems to be reaching now with the right hand. Seems to be getting a little anxious and frustrated by that jab of Benavidez. I could see maybe Durrell getting the first round, but I don't think he won the second. Once again, Durrell is being pushed back here. Durrell holds on. Oh, Benavidez lands a nice short hook after the break. Referee's talking to both fighters now. The problem with Durrell trying to back up here is he's not really setting his feet. He's throwing punches while he's moving backward. He's not stopping and popping. So there's not a lot of authority on those punches. He's basically throwing get off me punches from the back foot. And even when they're landing, they're not really landing flush. They're being, rolled by Benavidez, or they're being partially blocked. It's just hard to generate power backing up like that and not planting your feet. So as he's backing up, he's trying to throw a punch at the same time, and he just doesn't have his feet underneath him. That's my observation. He's throwing a lot of get off me punches. Oh, now Durrell's got Benavidez up against the ropes, and he's trying to work the body. A lot of these punches aren't landing, but again, Benavidez isn't answering back. He isn't answering back. So Durrell just looked like the aggressor. Oh, landed a nice right hand on the top of Benavidez' head, but Benavidez is laughing and sticking his tongue out. So that's a tough round to score, but I don't know, man. I think that Benavidez won the first half of that round. I'm not going to give Durrell that round just because of what happened at the end. I don't think any solid punches were landed. So that's another round in the bank for Benavidez. I think he did much better work with the jab. Yeah, Benavidez' reach is making a big difference because he's able to get that jab off while Durrell is trying to reach with his. And again, I don't think the heights that were announced are correct, because Benavidez looks a good inch and a half, 2 inches taller, in my opinion. So I have this fight 4 rounds to zip for Benavidez. Anyone else scoring this fight in the chat? How you guys got it? We're in the 5th round here, and Durrell continues to slide back here, circling around the ring, up against the ropes. Nice little short right hand for Benavidez. Now Benavidez is starting to pump that jab again. Starting to pump that jab. Durrell's trying to throw the jab, but he's just coming up a little short with it. And he seems to be really reaching with that right hand. He's got to be careful. He's reaching in with that right hand. He's going to get countered with a left hook by Benavidez. I have a feeling that's going to happen. Oh, right hand by Benavidez kind of wobbled Durrell a tad bit there. Oh, nice body shot by Benavidez. Left hook to the body. Durrell sticks his tongue out. Durrell's starting to show a little bit of swelling over the underneath the right eye here. So that jab is definitely doing some work here by Benavidez. That jab is continuing to land for Benavidez, and Durrell's just kind of standing there now. He's not moving as much. He's starting to slow up a little bit. Benavidez is doing a beautiful job with that jab. And Durrell just continues to try to throw, but he's really coming up short, and Benavidez is catching most of the shots on the gloves. Oh, Benavidez unloading, coming with the left hook to the downstairs, upstairs. Now Durrell's holding on. Talking to the ref, complaining. He's complaining. You got to fight. He's starting to bleed from the nose here. He needs to stop talking and needs to settle down here. Benavidez is laughing at him. Got hit with some good shots up against the ropes there, to the body and the head with the left hook. Durrell trying to push Benavidez up against the ropes, but he's not really landing anything. A lot of the punches are getting caught on the gloves. Nice little jab to the body by Durrell. Durrell is doing a little bit of work with that jab to the body, but it doesn't seem like to be a real hard punch. It's kind of like a touch punch, a little touch jab. Oh, now he digs 2 shots to the body. Left hand, right hook to the body. Kind of caught Benavidez on the hips. Durrell's starting to bleed out of the nose here. His face is starting to show some effects of the punching of David Benavidez. That jab is, oh, nice jab right hand by Benavidez. That jab is really on point here for Benavidez. Oh, big right hand by Benavidez. Benavidez is definitely starting to get to Durrell now, but Durrell keeps talking. Benavidez is definitely, he keeps talking. Durrell's trying to prove that these punches aren't having any effect, but they're landing, and his face tells a different story. Bleeding from the nose and starting to swell around both eyes. Grievous asked me, "Is there a way Durrell can win this fight?" I'm not sure. I don't see it. I mean, anyone can land a big punch and turn the fight, but I just don't see it. Now Durrell seems to be reaching now. I mean, he's got to be careful here with reaching with that right hand. He's trying to reach with a right hand to the body, and it was one thing reaching with a right hand to the head, but trying to reach with a right hand to the body, that's a recipe for disaster. And Durrell's starting. Benavidez is starting to get to Durrell right now. Starting to land these body shots now. And he's not just throwing touch punches now. Benavidez is starting to sit down on these shots and really dig them in hard. Once again, Durrell seems to me to be throwing get off me punches as he's backing up, not planting his feet. I just don't think these punches are effective from Durrell. That little touch jab, it just doesn't really seem to be doing much. While Benavidez is snapping his head back with his jab. Continues to snap Durrell's head back with the jab. And there's a nice little short right hand. Durrell's trying to throw some shots to the body. They're not really landing that flush and hard. And Durrell's face is bloodied up here. Marcos Vega has this fight 3 rounds to 2 for Benavidez. I have it totally different. I don't think this fight is close. I could see maybe the first round going to Durrell, but I give it to Benavidez. Now Benavidez is really starting to back up Durrell, and Durrell seems to be slowing down here. Now he's got a cut over the eye. Left hook by Benavidez. Oh, Durrell is holding on. And Durrell's face is looking really bloodied up here. I think that was a headbutt. And Durrell's got a big gash over the right eye. I can't tell if that was a headbutt or that was a punch. I'm going to have to check the replay on that. Doctor's looking at it. Let's see if this was from a punch. Oh yeah, that was from that. That was from that. Oh my God, that shotgun of a jab, busted that eye right open. That's the difference what I'm talking about here, guys. Benavidez is throwing a shotgun jab while Durrell's just pushing with his jab. Huge difference. A jab can be just as effective as a power punch if you're throwing it with authority, and I've always said that. That's why the punch CompuBox thing between a jab versus power punch. You can see a guy landing more power punches than a guy who's landing more jabs. But like a guy like Triple G, his jab is like a telephone pole too. Some of his jabs are more effective than the other guy's power punches. Just like the jab here tonight. Look at the damage it's doing to Durrell. It's bagging him up. It's pushing him back. It's snapping his head back, and it just busted open his eye. It caused a huge gash. When he landed that jab, he landed it. You could see him twist it into Durrell's face. Okay, another round in the bank for Benavidez. Now we're in round 7 here. And Durrell's got a big gash over his right eye as a result of that jab. And Durrell's looking to hold on here. He's looking to slow this fight down now. And he continues to throw those little get off me punches off the back foot while Benavidez is stepping in with some authority here. Oh, big right hand by Benavidez, and Durrell holds on once again. Another right hand by Benavidez over the top. And Durrell just looks like he's having a lot of problems with that eye. He's swiping at it. He looks very uncomfortable here. I think the end is near, folks. Reaching in with the right hand, but again, not landing. That eye, that cut is in a horrible spot for Durrell. The blood is going right into his eye. Now he just lands a low blow on Benavidez. You can see he's trying to look for a timeout here. I agree with you, Grievous. I think the writing's on the wall. I think Benavidez should just take it to Durrell now and apply the pressure. Got a one-eyed fighter in there, basically. Time to make it happen if you have Benavidez. Durrell continues to back up. Benavidez is doing very good work with the jab. And Durrell continues to back up. Oh, big left hook. Oh, 2 huge left hooks by Benavidez, and Durrell holds on. Now the referee's calling for time. I don't know why Durrell is asking for time here, because he wants the referee to keep looking at the cut. That cut was caused by a punch. Looks like Durrell's, I don't want to say this, but to me it looks like Durrell's looking for a way out here. That's a horrible cut. I mean, if this fight stopped, he loses. Now he's telling the referee he wants to continue, but he's sitting there, asking the referee. I think he's looking for timeouts here. I think he's tired. I think he's looking for timeouts here. That's what I think's happening. Oh, nice little right hand by Durrell. But Benavidez answers right back with the left hook. Oh, Benavidez, not a left hook. And Durrell is complaining to the referee again. You got to fight, Anthony. There's no other way about it. You got to fight. Referee's not there to help you. He's there to rough the fight. Stop asking for help from the referee. You're not going to get it. Frustration is starting to set in now with Durrell. You can see it. Benavidez continues to stalk and walk him down and pump that jab right into that eye. That eye is going to continue to get worse if Benavidez continues to land that jab the way he's landing it. Benavidez has both of his hands on. He's laughing at Durrell now. He needs to take this fight serious, man. You got a wounded animal in front of you. It's time to close the show. If you're David Benavidez, you got a wounded animal in front of you. So you got to make this happen. You want that title back? Go get it. That eye does. Oh my God, that's a horrible cut. That's right on the eye. That is horrible. That's a real bad cut. It's in a horrible spot. The whole eyelid looks like it's torn open. Oh my God, that's disgusting. That, oh, what a horrible sight that is. That's a real bad gash. See, the difference between that and the Tyson Fury gash is Tyson Fury's was up by the brow more so. That's right on the eyelid. And that's the same cut that they're showing right now that he got cut in the Dennis Duggan fight, and he got in the Yildirim fight. Yeah, Durrell's got to do something here. Keeps asking for the referee to have the doctor check the cut. I mean, doesn't he realize that he's going to lose by TKO here? He's telling me he wants to go though. He's telling me he wants to go, but the body language doesn't look good here, folks. I got to be honest with you. The body language does not look good here. He looks like he's a little bit discouraged. And again, if my eye was cut like that, I think I'd be discouraged too. Now he switches to southpaw to protect that eye. So I don't know how successful he's going to be in the southpaw stance. Oh, lands a nice little right hook there. Durrell does. Coming up very aggressive in that southpaw stance. Now he's desperate now. Could this play into David Benavidez' hands? Because he knows that cut isn't going to get any better now, Durrell. So he's going to have to kind of throw all caution into the wind here, so to speak. I don't know if he's going to throw all caution into the wind, but he's got to kind of, go for broke here because that cut is horrible. Grievous says, "I hope his eye don't pop out." I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen. But we'll see. Durrell's off to a pretty decent start this round, but he's continuing to be pushed back here by Benavidez. And now he's fighting exclusively in the southpaw stance. Oh, not big right hand by Benavidez forces Durrell to hold again. I don't know why he's going into the southpaw stance while he's putting that bad eye out in front of him. So I don't understand that. He thinks he's probably protecting it, but I don't see that as an advantage. Why keep the lead, keep that eye out in front in the southpaw? Oh, big right hand by Benavidez, and Durrell holds on again. And he's being warned for holding. Yeah, that's kind of a bad strategy in my opinion. You got your right eye cut, and you're fighting in the southpaw stance, putting your right eye out in front like that, where it could be damaged even more. You need to get in the orthodox stance so you can protect that eye better. You can put that right hand up by your eye. This is a horrible strategy by Durrell, in my opinion. Horrible strategy. Putting that bad eye out in front. Now he's back into the orthodox stance. Oh, and he gets caught with two big left hooks there. And he's not talking anymore. Now he's holding on. Oh, and Benavidez goes to the body and the head with the left hook and follows up with a right hand. And he's starting to land now. He's starting to land big here. Oh, now he's starting. Oh! Double body shot and the left hook to the head. And Benavidez is starting to do some damage. He's starting to do some damage here. And that eye continues to get worse. I could see maybe Durrell getting 1 or 2 rounds here, but I haven't really given him any rounds. I have this as a shutout so far. I could see maybe Durrell getting the first round and possibly the fourth. Those were 2 swing rounds. I thought that could have gone either way. I didn't give them to him, but this is looking like it's coming into the point of no return for Durrell. He's going to have to do something big here if he wants to win this fight, which doesn't seem very likely. And that cut continues to get worse and worse and worse. And credit to Durrell. I mean, he is hanging in there. He is trying to fight. He is trying to win. He's trying to do something in there to turn this fight. You know, there's no quit in him. He really is the dog. He does have a dog. He does have that dog in him because he's not quitting tonight. So I got to give Darrell credit for not quitting, where other fighters possibly would be looking for the back door in this situation, with all due respect. But not every day that you have, every day that you walk around with your eyelid open that wide like that. Most of us, I don't know if we'd be able to deal with something like that. But these guys are fighters, man. This is what they do. This is what they do. They're a special breed of people, these fighters. No, wow, Benavidez is really ripping to the body, coming upstairs with the left hook to the head now. He's really starting to put the pressure under. Oh, big right hand by Benavidez. And that jab going right to the body. Benavidez is starting to put these shots together now. Back going to the body again. Darrell sticks the tongue out, but I don't know, man. This doesn't look good. And Darrell is taking these shots better than I thought he would. I have to say that. He's showing a great chin tonight. You got to give him credit for that, too. But his face isn't holding up, unfortunately. That's the difference. Oh, left hook and an uppercut and another left hook. And Darrell's starting to get pushed back here. He looks like he's tired. He's breathing out of his mouth now. And those body shots are starting to land with effectiveness now. Oh, Darrell is retreating now. He's hurt. Another left hook, right hand combination. Darrell looks like he's ready to go here, guys. Another right hand. Another left hook. He's retreating now. Oh, and the fight is stopped. The fight is stopped. I can't tell if the corner threw the towel in there or not. Oh, this is great. This is a great show of sportsmanship. Darrell went right over to him, showing class and gave him a hug, man. Love to see that. I think the corner waved the fight off. And I don't have any problem with that. The eye wasn't going to get better. He was basically a sit and duck there on the ropes. He couldn't see. He couldn't see out of his eye. He couldn't defend himself. What a great show of class and sportsmanship here by both fighters. I love to see this. I love to see this. Darrell did go out like a G. Full credit to Anthony Darrell, man. Full credit. He fought like a warrior, man. He hung in there. Much respect to Anthony Darrell. Much respect to both fighters. Much respect to David Benavidez. But again, if that jab was the story. That jab did the damage. Caused swelling on the eye, and it busted it open. David Benavidez's jab is just as effective as a lot of fighters' power punches. And you could see him just like how he snaps and twists that jab right into his opponent's face. And these body shots really started to take their toll on Darrell. Darrell was just in survival mode at this point. He could not. Look at that jab. That looked like a telephone pole, snapping his head back. He couldn't intelligently defend himself up against the ropes. He's just a sitting duck here. And I think the corner must have waved it off. We saw the corner waved it off because the ring official jumped up on the ring apron and he signaled to the referee. Yeah. So good call by Darrell's corner to stop that fight. That was a smart move. You live to fight another day. That eye wasn't going to get any better. That eye was not going to get any better. Wow, is that David Benavidez' girlfriend or wife? She's beautiful. Look at that blonde in there. Wow, she's beautiful. What a show of class here. What a show of class by Darrell. I love to see this. Like I can't say it enough how much I love to see it. Yeah, Darrell was really way behind. You could argue he may have won 2 rounds. I didn't give him any rounds, but you could argue he may have won two. I picked 6 round stoppage, but it happened in the eighth. Good Heidi Andrel. She's a good interviewer. Look at that $1 million smile by Heidi Andrel. You gotta love it. Look at David Benavidez giving the Mexican people in the crowd a shout out, paying homage to his people. I love that. David Benavidez is giving Darrell his props for hanging in there as long as he did. Darrell's showing respect to Benavidez. He said he felt the punch that cut his eye open. He knew that was going to be problems for him. He said he got hit with a right hand, but it was actually the jab that did that. Yeah, so his coach did throw the towel in. Yeah, couldn't really tell right from the beginning. But obviously, if the official jumps up on the ring apron like that, then someone from the corner is calling the fight. So we know. So we know the situation. Look at David Benavidez, man. He's posing with the referee. He's real happy, man. I like David Benavidez, man. I mean, I like Darrell too, but it's time. It's time for a change into the guard. Let the young lions take over the sport. The Devin Haney's, the David Benavidez's, the Tank Davis's. This is a young man's sport. Yeah, she was good, Igloo. She has a great personality. She's just really she brings a lot of positive energy, Heidi Andro, when she does the interviews, when she's there for the press conferences and stuff. She's just really a very genuinely nice person. You can tell, very happy person, beautiful smile. I like Heidi Andro. Benavidez is limited as fuck, says Bernardo Brito. I don't know about that. I have to disagree with you there, brother. That jab is going to be a problem for anybody, and that inside fighting from him is going to be a problem for anybody too, man. Him versus Callum Smith would be an outstanding fight, man. It would be an outstanding fight. I can't wait for the main event. I cannot wait for the main event. Now we gotta wait, man, because it's gonna be all all this backstory stuff, man. It goes on for about 15, 20 minutes, man. These fights never come on quick. That's what I like about the UFC, man. They just keep rolling the fighters out, fight after fight after fight. We don't have to wait, man. Man, those outfits that Sean Porter wears, man. I just can't get with those, man. Those are some crazy looking outfits, man. Those ties and the colors and stuff. I'm sorry, man. I just can't get with that, man. You couldn't pay me to wear that shit that he wears. I'm sorry. Grievous says Spence must win in style to get maximum props. I don't know, man. I mean, tough fight. I think he will win in style, though. I think he will win in style. I do watch British boxing. I have the zone, so I do watch a lot of UK fighters. Spence Jr. is now minus 800, and Porter's a plus 500. Yesterday, Spence was a minus 1,000, and Porter was a plus, I think, 600 or 650. So, yeah, Louis, he does look like a 70s pimp, doesn't he? When he wears that shit. The draw is a plus 2,200. Is anyone picking the draw here? Thank you, Earthquake. Appreciate that. It says time for man down. Salute, Beeb. I appreciate that. And again, this is the second video today, so feel free to chip in with them, kick in with those super chats, man. They are greatly appreciated. All the money that we get from the super chats goes right back into the show. So feel free to hit us up with some super chats tonight, baby. We're gonna start stepping up the content here. And again, we need equipment, man. We're gonna continue to improve the show, so those super chats will be very, very much appreciated. Yeah, Spence is gonna knock him out. My recommendation for the if you're gonna bet the fight was to take Spence with the knockout proposition. That's what I said earlier. I guess they have an issue with the ropes. Oh, a 10-minute delay. There's an issue with the ropes, I guess. This sucks. So one of the ropes, I guess, is broken and they have to repair it. That sucks. Now they're just trying to kill time now. Yeah, you're caught up, Sin City. They are interviewing Thurman right now. You're on the money. You're on the money, brother. Danny Garcia just said Sean Porter is really not a power puncher. He's a volume puncher. Seems like there's seems like there's a lot of people there, man. It's like a good turnout. It's a good turnout, man. Oh, now they got Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia in the ring doing like the version of the Teddy Atlas fight plan. Wow, Keith Thurman put on a lot of weight, man. Look how big he looks, man. God damn, he gets big in between fights. Look at those pants, man. Busting out of those pants, bro. Danny Garcia looks lean and mean though, man. He looks like he stays in shape. It's kind of cool how they're doing the fight plan like Teddy Atlas does. Got Danny Garcia trying to get in the southpaw stance and beat Errol Spence. Is Pac fighting Mikey next? I'm hearing rumblings about that, bro. I'm hearing that. Keith Thurman, he puts on a lot of weight in between fights, bro. He looks heavy. Looks like this rope is on. Is looks like it's repaired now. So maybe we can get this going pretty soon. Team Batman says he thinks that Porter's feet will cause Spence some problems. I just don't see it. Oh, Mayweather's there, man. Mayweather's there with Leonard Ellerbe, man. Yeah, Spence is a huge favorite, man. These guys, man, when when they rehydrate after the weigh-in, I wonder if they gorge themselves or not, man, because it must be hard, you know, after the weigh-in because you're starving, and when you're starving like that, after depriving your body of foods that you love to eat for so long, you must have the urge to want to binge, and then if you binge, you really get bloated and sluggish. So I I wonder how these guys do it, man. They must discipline themselves, and they must. Well, Keith Thurman was eating pizza, you know, in the locker room, I guess, before the fight with Manny Pacquiao. So I don't know, man. You could tell Keith Thurman likes to eat. I don't know, Igloo. You got Magic Johnson and Deontay Wilder ringside here with Heidi Androl. This is awesome. Magic came out to the Staples Center, man, to watch this huge fight. It's funny seeing Magic stand next to Deontay Wilder, like, and how much bigger he is than Deontay Wilder. No doubt, no doubt, Joe Lopez. You gotta give him credit for taking this fight. No question about that. You gotta give Porter credit for taking the fight. Thanks, Nate. I appreciate that, man. I try to do a good job for you guys when I commentate on these fights. Um, he was supposed to come on, but um, I don't know. You want a link, Superman, for what? The fight? Never gonna happen, bro. Come on, man. Why do people ask for links to fights? That's so stupid. That's so dumb. Like I'm gonna jeopardize my channel for you. Gonna have to block. Gonna have to block you for that, man. See you later. You're out of there. Any other people ask me for a link, you're gonna get blocked and you're gonna get thrown out. You ain't getting a link. Yeah, Porter fought. I mean, he fought Garcia and Thurman, but again, Brook did go into excuse me, Spence did go into Brook's backyard and knock him out. So that's impressive, and get Magic. Magic's a big fan. Magic is telling Heidi Andro why he loves boxing so much, what drew him to the sport. Oh, Eric is here, man. I'm sorry, Eric.
Hey, what's going on? Can you hear me okay?
My bad. I can hear you perfectly, bro.
Awesome, awesome. All right. We might have to calibrate a little bit.
Yeah,
I
we'll
think
calibrate it.
you're a little bit ahead of me.
Where are you at? Is Magic talking right now?
Magic is talking right now. I can't hear what he's saying, though. Let me see. Isn't it funny? I heard you say, like, here's Magic Johnson, Deontay Wilder. Isn't it funny how we see Magic Johnson now and don't even think about he has AIDS? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he was HIV positive. We don't even think about that anymore. That guy has been living forever, man.
We do not.
And now we have a lot of great young fighters today.
He said, and now we have a lot of great young fighters today. So I think you're just like maybe 10 seconds ahead of me, I think.
I'll pause it real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, that should be good. Let's see where you're at. Magic still talking?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can hear an echo. You got me on in the background or something?
No.
Trying to figure out where that echo's coming from.
All right, still anything now? I mean, can you hear an echo?
Let me see. Yeah, I can hear an echo. I don't know where that's coming from.
All right, let me check my settings real quick. Russ R says, "Where's the link?"
He's gonna get, anyone that asks for links is getting blocked.
Working on a link, guys. Maybe he's talking about. I wonder if he's talking about like the free links, so you can watch the fight. He's getting blocked.
I'm gonna block him.
Is anybody out there hearing an echo?
Yeah, there's an echo.
Let me bring it up on my phone and see if we can hear anything here.
Here, an echo. Let me see if I mute you if I can still hear the echo.
Anything here?
Yeah, there's an echo, he said.
Yeah, there's definitely an echo.
I'm echoing for some reason.
All right, I tell you what. Let me jump off here. Okay?
Yeah.
And if you still hear the echo, then, or if the echo disappears, then just go ahead and take the rest of it. If the echo's still there, then we'll take it from there.
All right. The echo's gone. The echo's gone. Let me see if I put you back on. If you can get on here. All right, now is there an echo still? Yeah, still there's an echo still.
Okay, that's okay, man. It always goes wonky. I don't know what it is with this this camera setup or whatever, but that's okay. Don't worry about it.
Normally doesn't do that. Why don't you jump off and try to jump back on again?
Okay, yeah, let me try that. Let's try that.
Yeah. All right, while we're trying to wait for Eric to get situated here. The echo is gone now, right, guys? Yeah, the echo should be gone now. It's kind of weird how that was an echo. See if Eric can jump back on and the echo goes away. Oh, they got the WWE in there. I don't know who this guy is, the Big E, WWE superstar. I don't watch WWE anymore, so I don't know. Now Sean Porter is entering the ring first, I guess. Wow. They're both champions. I bet they must have had to flip a coin. Okay, Eric's back. Let's see if we get the echo. All right, is the echo still there?
All right, is the echo there, guys?
Yeah, I can hear it.
You can hear it? Okay. No problem. I'm going to jump off here, Beeb. Final prediction, Errol Spence by knockout within 10.
Can you guys still hear the echo? Yeah, it's still there. All right.
Okay, no problem. All right, guys. Hey, have a good show, man. You're doing a great job, man. Doing great.
All right. Okay. All right. As we wait for Sean Porter to enter the ring here, he's coming down. All right. Taking him a while to get to the ring here, but we'll see how long this takes, man. All right. Porter is in the ring now. He's in the ring. Now we're waiting for Spence. Porter looks amped up. He's jumping up and down. He's excited. He's happy to be there, as well he should. Biggest fight of his career. Now we're just waiting on Errol Spence. I'm excited, man. You guys pumped yet? Guys pumped up yet? Errol the Truth Spence, baby. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. Spence looks like he's ready to go to war, man. Coming out to the rapper, live rap music. I forget this guy's name, this Texas rapper, but that he always comes out to. I forget his name. You guys remember this guy's name? I forget this guy's name, this rapper's name, but Spence is coming out to a live rapper right now. He looks nice and calm and relaxed. Not as animated as Porter as he just enters the ring. He looked confident. He's got a look of confidence on his face. Looks nice and relaxed. Got a good sweat going. Jimmy Lennon Jr. is getting ready to do the announcements here. Yeah, Spencer's going to be big. Who got? Let's see when they take their robes off. Who looks like the bigger guy, man? Let's see who's the bigger man. I think Spencer's going to be the bigger man. I don't think that Porter's going to be able to be as physical with Spence as he has been with other fighters. I just don't think it's going to be as effective against Spence. I think Spence is just as big and strong as him. I think he's bigger and stronger than him, to be honest with you. So I don't think that mauling style is going to serve him well in this fight, man. He's going to have to move a little bit like he did in the Garcia fight, or he's going to get stopped. I think he's going to get stopped anyways, but he'll get stopped sooner, more so than later, if he goes and tries to take it to Spence with that aggressive style. They're introducing Sean Porter first there. Sean Porter loosening up there, doing a little jiggle, doing a little shimmy shake. Get Spence. Got a big smile on his face. He looks ready, man. He looks locked and loaded right now. Yeah, Spence looks bigger, man. Spence looks bigger. Spence looks like he's ready for 154 soon, man. He definitely looks like he's ready for 154 soon. Now they're both in the center of the ring, getting ready to be announced here. I can't wait, man. Spence looks nice and relaxed, man. Porter gets down on one knee and he starts to pray here. Porter jumping up and down like he likes to normally do. Get himself pumped up in there. And now he's just waiting for the first bell to get this party started, baby. All right. And we're off, baby. Away we go. Spence come out probing with the jab. He's coming forward. Spence is starting to come forward. Porter tries to come forward a little bit with his jab. Porter's got a very active jab, but will that reach advantage from Spence nullify that jab? Will he have to reach with that jab while Spence can just kind of flick his jab out at will and make contact, sort of like what Benavidez did against Jarrell? Let's see how this works out here. Spence seems to be holding his ground. He's not moving. He's not taking a backward step. Porter reaching in with a right hand. Does not make contact. Spence reaches in with his jab. Both guys looking to see if they can establish range here. Porter moving side to side here, using a lot of upper body movement here. Comes forward, but Spence ties him up and walks him back. That's the key here. When Spence ties him up, he walks him back and pushes him back and keeps him off balance so he can't gain any forward momentum. And Spence is kind of grabbing him and turning him and positioning him where he wants him to be. Now Porter steps back in circles. And Spence continues to flick the jab out, and Porter just circles backward here. Porter's up close here, but not really landing anything. He's missing with everything. And Spence continues to tie him up. And the smart thing that Spence is doing when he ties him up is he's turning him and pushing him back. And Spence is keeping his head off center line because he does not want to get headbutted by Jean Porter. So he's aware of the headbutt issue that could arise in this fight with the southpaw versus the orthodox. But Spence continues to move forward, and Porter moves back here. Oh, and Spence just lands a short little left hand. And Porter comes forward, and Spence wraps up his head, gets him in a headlock. Porter reaches in with the jab, but does not make contact. And Spence continues to move forward while Porter is backing up. Porter likes to dart in and dart out, man. So if you can time those on-rushing attacks, you get caught, counter him on the way in. I'm going to say Spence edged that round. I think he did a little bit better work controlling the distance there. I think he was pushing Porter back. Thought he controlled it a little bit better with his jab. I thought Porter was reaching a lot. I thought when he got inside, he really wasn't able to land his shots, and he was tied up, and he was pushed back after being tied up. So he was being maneuvered and controlled in there, I thought, and he's reaching with shots while Spence seemed to be more relaxed and seemed to have more balance. And even though neither guy really landed a significant punch in that fight, I think Spence wins that round based off of ring generalship. So I'm going to give that one to Spence. But it was a very uneventful round in terms of action. It's kind of like a fail-out round. And I think as this fight wears on, when we get to the fourth or fifth round, that's what I think the fireworks are going to start to fly. Both guys will have gathered up enough data to kind of see what they could do to each other. And I think they'll start to try to take chances and implement their game plan and impose their will on each other. Porter's pawing with his jab. Spence is kind of shooting his out. Porter back up against the ropes in the corner. And Spence throws two jabs there. Oh, a nice little left hand by Spence. Makes contact with Porter. And Spence goes back to the jab. And Porter continues to back up. But Porter just lunges in here, and he's not landing anything. He's reaching with shots, lunging in with right hands and left hooks. But he's not making contact. You can tell that the reach advantage that Spence has is already playing a factor early on in this fight. While he's able to get his shots off from a distance, and Porter has to lunge and reach. Oh, another left hand by Spence, and Porter has to lunge in and reach with his punches. And Spence is starting to get into a rhythm here. Definitely starting to get into a rhythm here. And Porter pushed Spence off balance. Kind of looked more worse than it really was. Nothing really landed, but it's kind of like a push. And I love what Spence is doing here. He's putting his head right on the right shoulder of Porter, not allowing him to punch. Like I said earlier, being able to take the punching angles away from his opponents. Oh, beautiful work on the inside by Spence. And Porter continues to reach, and Spence just gets up underneath the shots of Porter. And Porter's not really able to get some, find a home for those punches. He's reaching with everything. So Spence is doing pretty well defensively here as well as offensively. Porter keeps backing up against the ropes here. Porter throws a left hook, but does not land. Cannot seem to make contact here. Having a hard time with the distance and the range here. Now Spence is up against the ropes and spins out. Porter continues to reach with punches. He's not landing anything. Another round for Spence there. 2-zip for Spence so far. And Spence started to get into a rhythm. He started to find the range. Landed two nice straight left hands in that round. And a nice body shot. So that Spence kind of lost his footing there when he went back after landing a right hand to the body. No problem, Simon. No problem. Anytime, brother. Now, Kenny's already yelling at Sean in the corner, telling him to feint his way in, don't lunge. But you can tell, man, that the reach advantage and just the height and the length of Spence is already causing problems for Porter. Let's see if Spence starts to open up a little bit more now that he's starting to find a home for that left hand. Let's see if he starts putting some authority on some of these punches. He's doing some great work with the jab. He's really keeping Porter off balance, keeping him occupied, nullifying him, not letting him get off because of that beautiful jab that he's using. Now they're working in the inside, and again, Spence is doing very well defensively. Keeps moving his head off to the side, slipping all these shots from Porter. Porter's not able to land anything flush. Oh, and a nice little straight left to the body for Spence. Spence is starting to get in there. He's starting to fight now. He's going to the body here, and Porter's trying to tie him up. He's trying to tie him up. Now Porter's complaining to the referee. He's complaining to the referee now. Spence is giving Porter a little bit of his own medicine up against the ropes, mauling him up against the ropes, and Porter didn't like it. Both guys are in the center of the ring here. Spence just lands a nice jab. Porter keeps reaching with his jab. He can't land anything. Oh, another left hand by Spence up close. And Spence is really going to the body here. Spence is doing beautiful work up close to the body, and Porter just keeps missing everything. He's lunging. He's looking really sloppy here. Porter kind of landed a left hook there, but didn't seem to really have much steam on it. Both guys are working in on the inside, throwing to the body, but Spence seems to be getting off the cleaner shots. And Porter, once again, see how look at Spence's head off to the side while Porter's still in the center line and he's getting tagged. Nice right hook on the inside. Another right hook on the inside by Spence. And he continues to rip these shots to the body. Oh, another right hook. And Porter's complaining about the low blows. And some of these shots are a little bit low, but a lot of them are on the belt line too. But Porter does have his trunks up high. Spence doing some more good work with the jab. Lands another straight left. Oh, Porter lands a nice little right hand there. Both guys are fighting up close. And Spence wins another one in my book. No problem, Angel. No problem. So Porter's complaining about the low blows, and some of those shots were low. They were low. But again, his trunks are high. those trunks are very high. Porter landed a decent, kind of a decent right hand there. It didn't really land flush, but it made contact. Look at Spence do work on the inside here. Yeah, that punch was like right on the belt. And again, you know, Porter is not being able to be physical with Spence like he is with other fighters. He's just not being allowed to do it. Yeah, those were some low blows. I mean, they were low blows. Some of them were on the belt line, but some of them were low. Can't dispute that. But Porter's got his trunks up very, very high. Now Porter's trying to feint a little bit here. Nice little right hand to the body by Porter. Porter's coming forward now. He's trying to be aggressive. Just landed. Oh, nice left hook by Porter, and he landed a right hand before that. Now Porter's trying to turn this into a dogfight. Now Spence is taking it to him too. He's coming right at him. Another right hand by Porter. Porter's doing some good work in this round. Oh, another left hand by Spence. Nice left hook by Porter. Spence took it pretty well. And Porter's doing some great work to the body. This is a great round for Porter. He's doing a great job in this round. Starting to make contact here. But Spence took the shots pretty well. This is clearly so far a Porter round. Oh, another left hook. Porter's doing some good work to the body as well here, up close. But now he backs back up. Now Porter's starting to take it to Spence. He's the one moving forward now. He's starting to feel confident now. Now Porter's back up against the rope. Spence lands a jab. Oh, left hook, right hand by Porter. Oh, left hand by Spence. Wow, this turned into a phone booth war here. Another left hand by Spence. Now Porter's holding on, looking at the referee, looking for a breather. That's a Porter round there, guys. Porter did a great job in that round. Putting the shots together very nice up close. Wrapping those looping shots around the guard of Spence. Landed a left hook on the top of Spence's head there. Spence landed a good left hand over the top in that round too. I got it 3-1 so far for Spence. Now Spence is trying to take it to Porter now. He's putting on the pressure now. Now he's becoming more aggressive. Sean's backing up. Oh, a nice little left hook by Sean Porter. Nice punch. And Porter's pushing Spence back a little bit. Now Spence spins him out and has Porter up against the ropes. Spence lands a nice straight left. Sean Porter comes in head first and Spence wraps him up. Nice jab to the head, right, left hand to the body by Spence. Spence is jabbing to the body now. Now Porter's mauling Spence up against the ropes a little bit here, pushing him back, but not really landing anything. Spence grabs him and spins him out. Porter coming forward now. Pushing Spence back now. Both guys trying to go to the body here. Now Spence is starting to push Porter back. Oh, lands a nice little right hook. That was a tough round to score, but I'm going to say Porter may have edged that one. I thought that was effective aggressiveness by pushing Porter back, pushing Spence back a lot, kind of mauling him up against the ropes in that round. Spence landed a few shots, but not as many as Porter. I thought Porter outworked Spence in that round up close, and he was pushing him back. So I have Spence up 48-47 at this point. And Porter is definitely starting to really step on the gas pedal here. He's trying to take it to Spence. He's trying to take it to Spence, and he doesn't want to let him have that space, and he doesn't want to give him any breathing room on the inside. So Porter's already starting to become more aggressive here. He's starting to really kick it into second gear. Let's see how Spence responds. Now Spence has Porter up against the ropes. He's ripping shots to the body. He's really ripping these shots to the body. Oh, he's digging them hard. Oh, and a nice right hook upstairs now. Oh, and he gets caught with another left hand. Now Porter spins him out, and he starts teeing off on Spence, but nothing's really landing. Now Porter's the aggressor, and Spence is the one backing up. Jack Reese is a horrible referee. He's so overly officious. Get out of their way. He's trying to warn Spence for pushing down on Porter's head while Porter's the one bending down. Spence is starting to do some really good work on the inside with the body work. This is a great round for Spence, I think, particularly with the body work. Now he's starting to push Sean Porter back. Porter spins out and tries to turn the tables on Spence, but Spence spins him back around. Good. Spence pushes it back into the corner. Now he's digging these shots to the body. Oh, another left hand by Spence. Porter's got a nice little nifty move there. He's trying to step around Spence and wrap that hook upstairs, but Spence is kind of keen to it right now. He's picking up on it. That's a Spence round in my book, particularly with the body work. I thought he did some great work on with the body. I have Spence up 58 to 56. We're going into round 7 right now. Yeah, I don't see it that way, Igloo. I don't have Porter up at all. I gave Spence the first 3 rounds. I gave Porter the 4th and the 5th. I have it 4-2 for Spence. Well, that was a low blow by Spence. Eric has it 4-2 for Spence. So does official Vladex has it 4-2 for Spence. And Louis has it 4-2 for Porter. Spence landed a nice jab there. Now both guys are looking to engage here. They're looking to come forward. No one's taking a backward step here. As soon as one guy takes a backward step, the other guy gets pushed back as well. One guy stepping forward while the other guy's stepping forward. There's a lot of ebbs and flows in this fight. So both guys are getting pushed back. As soon as one guy feels himself getting pushed back and giving up ground, he tries to make the other guy get pushed back. He tries to take it to the other guy. So no one's looking to give up any ground here. There's no quarter here. Now Porter's trying to take it on the inside. He's throwing some heavy shots in there, but none of them are really landing flush. Spence is doing pretty well defensively here. Now Spence is stalking Porter again, and Porter's moving back, going side to side. Porter just landed 2 nice jabs. Nice right hand by Porter. Good work from Porter in this round so far. Spence is coming forward, but he's having a hard time, seems, with Porter's movement right now. Porter's doing very well moving side to side. Now Porter is backed up against the ropes, and he looks to hold Spence, but Spence breaks free. And Spence is trying to work here on the inside. Another body shot by Spence. Porter's looking to hold on here, but Spence keeps breaking free of the clinches. Now Porter spins him around, and now Spence is up against the ropes. Now Porter's trying to dig to the body. Both guys are digging to the body in this round very well. Now Spence walks him back, pushes him up against the ropes. Now he's digging back to the body. A lot of action in this round. Now Porter tries to spin him out, and Spence does not allow it to happen. Porter's looking at the clock now. Porter looks like he's getting tired here. And Spence doesn't look tired at all. Porter just lands two nice body shots with the right hand. Spence does not answer back. Porter lands a nice left hook to the body. That's a Sean Porter round. Good work, Porter, in that round. I have Spence up 67-66 as we head into round 8. And Spence seems to be going low with a lot of these body shots. It's a close fight, guys. 67-66. Porter's the aggressor here, coming forward, trying to wing some big shots. Oh, Spence lands a nice body shot, backs up Porter. Porter lands a decent right hand there. Porter's backing up again, trying to reset. Now he's coming forward. Oh, another right hand by Porter. Nice left hook by Porter, too. Having another big round. Porter's doing pretty well with his movement here. He's kind of making Spence have to guess, because he's going in and out, in and out. And as he goes out, he's circling, and then he's coming in at an angle when he attacks, which is creating a little bit of a problem for Porter. Excuse me, for Spence. Both guys are grinding out on the inside here. Spence lands a nice right hook. Oh, a beautiful right hand by Porter. Spence just lands a nice left hand, and Porter holds on. It's a grueling fight for both men. Oh, a nice left hand by Spence. Close round, but I'm going to give that one to Porter. Landed some good right hands in that round, and he was actually backing Spence up a little bit. I have this fight dead even. I have this fight dead even. 76 to 76. Eric, you gave the last round to Spence? I gave it to Porter. All right, we got 4 rounds to go here, and I have this fight dead even. Let's see. Let's see if someone could take charge here and make a stand. Yeah, I gave the 8th to Porter too. Porter seems to have turned the tide here a little bit. And I think his movement is causing Spence some problems. Marcos Villegas has scored the same way I do, 76-76. Porter landed a nice left hook there. Spence landed a left hand to Porter, backed him up a little bit there. Kind of looked like he was a little partially off balance. Oh, no, Porter lands a nice left hook again. Answers right back. Porter trying to push Spence back a little bit. Now, Porter's becoming more of the aggressor now as the fight wears on. And those looping shots around Spence's guard are becoming very effective. Porter has Spence up against the ropes here. Back, pushing him back a little bit. Now Porter's backing up. Spence is coming forward. Porter just lands a nice little short left hook. Spence comes back with a left hand. Oh, both guys landed. Spence just landed a right hand and a right hook as Porter landed his left hook. Both guys are exchanging here. This fight's turning into a very exciting battle. Now Spence just lands a left hand and a right hook. Porter's trying to hold on here. Sean Porter's holding on. He looks tired. Those punches hurt. He's backing up now. I'm going to say Spence pulled that one out, man. I thought Spence hurt Porter in that round. I have Spence up 86 to 85. I have it 5-4 for Spence too. Thought he finished that round strong. Actually hurt Porter. Now Spence just got up and started dancing. He feels, I don't know what, he feels good. And I don't know what he saw, but he feels really good right now. He feels confident. I think he feels like he hurt Porter in that round. Porter's getting tired. He's holding on. Porter is. Spence just landed a nice jab. Landed a nice right hook. Porter's coming forward, but he's not landing anything. He's looking a little ragged here. Spence just lands a left hook, a left hand, excuse me, over the top. Now Spence is starting to find a home for that left hand, and Porter looks tired. Porter looks tired. Body language does not look good for Porter. Spence lands a left hand again. And Porter's face is starting to swell up here. Spence lands a nice jab, pushing Porter back against the ropes, digging to the body. Oh, coming back with a right hook. Another beautiful left hand to the body. Spence is pushing Porter back. Spence is doing some great work to the body here. He's really hurting Porter. Porter's holding on for dear life. He looks tired. These body shots are really starting to take their toll on Porter. You can tell. This fight is turning right now, folks. And Spence can see it. Spence lands another left hand. Now Porter looks desperate. He's lunging in with the right hand again. Starting to look very ragged. Spence looks very confident. Now Spence just grabs him and walks him back to the ropes. Jack, stop it. Stop it. Get out of there. Let them fucking fight. Jesus fucking Christ. He ruins every fight. It's not about you. Get the fuck out of there. Oh, left hand by Spence. Spence finishes the round with another left hand. That's another Spence round. Get Spence up 96-94 here. Spence has got a cut on his head from an accidental headbutt. Doesn't look too bad, though. Doesn't seem to be too worried or bothered by it. It's not in a bad spot either. It's not on the eyelid or anything like that. And it's not on the top. It's not on the top of the eye, so. Crowd's cheering for Porter right now. Yelling out Porter's name. Porter's backing up again. Being walked back. Both guys are really fighting hard on the inside here. Spence is up against the ropes, but he's the one punching. Porter's leaning on him tired with his mouth open. Porter looks tired. But he still keeps working, though. He's trying to fight through the fatigue. Spence up against the ropes, but oh, a nice left hand by Spence. Oh, another left hand by Spence. And Porter holds on. Oh! Spence with the left hand knocks down Porter. Oh, gets hit with another left hand. Spence is starting to make some contact here. Porter looks hurt. Oh, what a beautiful left hand. What a beautiful left hand by Spence. Short, crisp left hand sent Porter down crashing. Oh, how did he get up from that? .106 to 102 so far for Spence. Now Spence is backing up Porter up against the ropes, teeing off on him, going to the body here. Porter's kind of retreating here now. Spence looks like he's in charge. Trying to land that left hand again. Spence is starting to really make contact now with that left hand. Porter's backing up. He looks tired. Oh, nice right hand by Porter. What a chin Errol Spence has. Has Porter up against the ropes. He's teeing off now. Another left hand by Spence. Now Spence looks like he's breathing out of his mouth now. That right hand must have hurt him a little bit. Another left hand by Spence. Right hook by Spence. Oh, another left hand by Spence. Another body shot. Oh, another left hand. Spence is finishing this round strong. A close round here. Spence rallied back. He may have stole this round. Oh, finishes the round with a left hand. I'm going to give Spence that round. I thought he won that round. I got a 116 and 111 for Spence. I picked the stoppage. We lost the bet, but Spence won the fight. Spence won the fight. Porter saying, let's go, but I think he lost the fight. Not a bad fight at all. Spence is hugging both Sean and his father. Great show of sportsmanship there. You could tell that these guys had a good relationship. That right hand didn't look too bad when you look at the replay. Kind of landed on the top of the head like a grazing shot. Let's see what Spence does here. I have it 116 to 111 for Spence. I gave the 12 to Spence. That fight was not close. Come on. Fight was not close. Spence clearly won that fight. That's a 116 and 111 fight. It's taking a long time for the scorecards. Shout out to Porter, though, man. He took some good shots, man. Took some good shots. See how the judges have this, man. It's taking a long time, though. Jimmy Lennon Jr. is ready for the decision. Oh, a split decision. Oh, my God. Oh, I think Porter got the split decision. That fight was not even close, man. Split decision. Are you fucking kidding me? Wow. That was fucking crazy. That fight was not fucking close, man. Stop. 115 or 112 for Porter. You fucking kidding me? What the fuck? That was a horrible, horrible, horrible fucking scorecard. Spence clearly won that fight 116 and 111, man. Split fucking decision. These fucking judges, I'm telling you, man. How did Spence go neck to neck with Porter? He won the fight clearly. It was a fucking 8 rounds to 4 fight, bro. Maybe a draw at best. Come on, will you stop? Are you fucking kidding me? Does anyone really think that fight was close? Fight was not a fucking draw. Spence clearly won that fight. There's no fucking way Porter won that fight. You fucking crazy? Porter knows he lost the fight. No, ESPN dude did not. The first round fucking could have gone either way, maybe. No, you couldn't even give that round to fucking Porter. Fight wasn't close. The other two judges scored it 116 and 111. That's the right scorecard. Stop. Wow, Danny Garcia is next. Wow, Danny Garcia is going to be next for Errol Spence. Errol Spence is giving is Sean Porter's dad's giving Errol Spence a big giant hug, man. It's a good fight, man. Yeah, it was a good performance for Sean Porter. It's a good fight, man. Sean Porter showing class here. All right, guys. Well, don't forget to check out the Ringside Reporter podcast tomorrow night. We will be back 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Errol Spence is the new champion, the unified champion of the world. And it was a great fight, man. So we'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining us. And peace out. Everyone have a great day, man. And we will be back, man. No problem. No problem. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Thank you, Sincere. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. All right, guys. See you guys tomorrow. Have a great one. And we will be back tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Ringside Reporter Podcast. Make sure you join in. Thank you, guys. Have a good night.